All right, Bobby here. Marvel Legends, another full wave. This time focusing on my boy Spider-Man. Spider-Man No Way Home wave. 4 figures from the movie, 2 comic book figures, and 1 Gamerverse figure. We got 2 suits from the new film. Doctor Strange, nice updated version. Jonah Jameson, PS5 Miles Morales, Morlun, and Shriek. Arriving in a timely fashion given what's in theaters right now. We'll probably do these in order, so you see left to right, and build the Armadillo Build a figure, which is oddly enough is a Captain America villain, if you didn't know that. So let's do that. A lot of comparisons, a lot of good stuff. Check them out. All right, I lied. We're gonna look at this black and gold suit first. Probably because it is not my favorite. You know, I look forward to seeing why he is in such a suit. And we already know this is outdated. This was probably based on source material that, you know, didn't follow through with that design and changed it for the film. So it's a solid black, just like that in the film. I think the Hot Toys version and the Funko Pop version are up to date. The Marvel Legends version is always behind. So we may see this again, maybe in a 2-pack or something with an unmasked Parker, but there should be no red there on his forearms. As you can see, this is the most vague description. Spider-Man relies on his black and gold suit and abilities to defend against threats. Excellent way to not spoil the film. He does come with, what is that, the left foot of the Armadillo figure. He does come with whipping hands. And he does have his butterfly joints. You can see there, gripping hands, which is a little weird. Should have just been fisted hands or wall crawling hands, which I think these MCU figures never come with. Let's mount this camera and get him up close. All right, black and gold Spidey up close. If you could see, the light is reflecting these crazy little designs on there. So I heard somebody's theory was this is the suit with the red ripped off. And he's just wearing, I don't know, I guess what's underneath. I don't know, I guess, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think this is a good looking suit at all, whether this is accurate or not, screen accurate or not. I don't think this is a good looking suit. And I think in the film he had kind of like Doctor Strange-esque type of stuff, like gauntlets, and he's blasting magic. I don't know, man. There's, you know, I don't know what to say. I haven't seen the film. You haven't seen the film. But here it is in all of its ugly glory. Not as cool as a symbiote suit or his just regular black suit without the symbiote. But it is what it is. And, you know, not as cool as his Night Monkey suit either. But I got a little gold nick. Very positive start to this video, but it is what it is. It's all right. Little butterfly joints there. And again, he has whipping hands. I don't know why he has gripping hands here. Oh, mine looks all chewed up. Crazy. Not too excited, but again, you will need this figure to build your Armadillo Captain America villain. Should I break down the articulation? I mean, you know what it is, but, you know, what's different here is the butterfly joints. We've seen that on all the MCU Spider-Man, except the most recent What If Spider-Man, which does count as an MCU figure. He does not have his butterfly joints. He also doesn't come with wall crawling hands, so I like the way this looks on his thigh. Can I get it focused? There we go. That looks cool. Other than that, it's about all the positivity I have for this costume. Black line incomplete. Black lines there in his goggles. Cool ball hinge. Again, butterflies, ab crunch, swivel, double jointed elbows. Not pinless, not pinless. No boot swivel. All that stuff. Let's get a couple other Spider-Mans out here. Black and gold Spidey with a couple other Spider-Men. Few Spider-Men. Civil War / Homecoming and Infinity War / Far From Home. Far From Home. I forgot the Night Monkey. I apologize, but looks all right. Let's see if we get some heads on here. All right, here is black and gold with, I don't think this head is very good. Doesn't really look like Tom Holland too much, but I don't mind it. I think this actually looks good. Makes the figure look a little better, a little more human. The head, you know, the masked head does come off a little tiny. Maybe not. But yeah, I think that looks great. All right, let's move on. All right, a new Benedict Cumberbatch Doctor Strange. And this head isn't bad. These colors are vibrant. This is a good looking figure. If you don't have any of the other two Doctor Stranges, especially the one from his film, it's all right. Don't worry about it. But the one that came with Thanos and Iron Man for the Infinity War pack, that was pretty decent. Get this one. He doesn't change his costume often, not too much. He has the Eye of Agamotto for whatever reason. I mean, it's probably not, housing the Time Stone any longer, so who knows what is in there. Doctor Strange, possessing vast magical knowledge and skills to call upon, Earth's master of the mystic arts, steps onto the battlefield. So it makes you wonder, they threw him here in the Spider-Man wave, and in a few months, I'm sure we'll see the Doctor Strange wave, so I wonder if he gets a new costume there. Be interesting to see. Nice to speculate. He does come with Armadillo's head. He comes with 2 extra hands. He comes with 2 hands with spell hands. This Doctor Strange is packing. Let's mount this up and get a closer look. All right, Benedict Cumberbatch, up close and personal. Let's try that again. Benedict Cumberbatch, up close and personal. Notice this Doctor Strange and the What If one could have used more white, more gray in the sideburns. I mean, that's kind of like an iconic look, and it looks like they really skimped on that there. It looks like it was digitally printed, and digitally printed poorly at that, but this is a much improved head sculpt. While it really doesn't look that pixelated in person with your eye, but you could see how pixelated, just very dot matrix like that goatee is. Crazy. Eyes look nice, hair looks nice, looking awesome. Again, his cape is really vibrant, and so are the blues. This is a good looking figure. As I mentioned, he does come with some extra hands. So here he has these kind of splayed out hands. This other hand looks like a gripping hand for both sides. And then the spell casting hands, which the detail here is fantastic. Look at that. This will look good lit up. Looking good. If you have the older Doctor Strange, as mentioned, from the Thanos wave, he does come with time. Time is his spell in the hand, and there is no extra hand. You can see it runs all the way up to the forearm, and that's that. This, however, has a head from Casting Cave. I've brought this into reviews before. I think most recently with Dormammu and the Villains wave. This can't be beat. Hasbro has this looks good, but man, this looks really good. Look at that. Hot Toys quality head on a 6-inch figure. Again, unfair comparison, but you could see how vibrant the new colors are, the blues and whatnot. This one has a black sash, this one has a brown sash. I don't know if I ever noticed a difference. And then the chain or the rope holding the Eye of Agamotto has this red paint there, and this little, where this has some wraps and stuff like that. But let's get some spellbound hands on this Doctor Strange. Easy. Nice and easy. I just wish he had more of an expressive face similar to this one. This one looks pretty like he's using magic. Look at that. This one here, this seems like it's defensive magic, right? The shields they were kind of using in Infinity War. But again, this is a good looking figure and a good MCU Doctor Strange if you don't have one in your collection. Stand them up next to each other really quick. Looking awesome. Doctor Strange. Sending the 2 previous Doctor Stranges next to each other. These look fantastic again. Head was from Casting Cave, Corey Garza. Look him up on Instagram. Look him up on his shop. Worth every penny. Look how good that looks. God darn. But yeah, fantastic figure. Again, if you don't have a Strange in your MCU collection, this is the one to get. Every hand that Strange comes with, let me make sure, has that up down swivel. Strange himself, you can see the cape has a peg which plugs into his back, molded nicely. Just drop that, but with the flight stand you can have cape just kind of hanging around in your collection if you want it separate. Here it is in greater detail. You can see some red, some gold, all that stuff. I wonder what's in here. I don't know. Neck does look kind of long without the cape, but again, a fantastic Benedict Cumberbatch likeness. All right, up to here, go the shoulders, bicep cut, double jointed elbows. You could see these are pinless. You can see this old one with the big old pins in it. What are we doing here? All right, that is on a ball. Can't see too much into there. So you get your swivel and your rotations and all that stuff. Legs are obviously going to be hindered by this skirt. This is a harder plastic. And these are older legs, I think. Yeah, these are identical to the lower half, which is fine. You know, you got this piece coming over, blocking any pins. It's going to look fine in your photography. Figure looks great. One more comparison to do. All right, and here he is with Doctor Strange Supreme as seen in What If. Fantastic looking figures together. Look at that. Man, those are good figures. Let's get this out of the way. Get this hand out of the way so we can see their faces. Close up. Oh, man, some good Marvel Legends dropping right now. What did we get? We got like 4 waves dropping on us at once, which was madness. I had to cancel the Eternals wave to just kind of chill and hold off and breathe and get them in a couple weeks, but let us move on. Bring this man pictures of Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons, as seen at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. This is the MCU's version of the beloved Sam Raimi, J. Jonah Jameson, which, I mean, you couldn't top. There's no other actor you could get for this role. So he does come with his extra head, which is yelling. He comes with 2 flat hands, which you can have him slamming on his desk. He does come with the left arm of Armadillo. J. Jonah Jameson, behind the anchor desk on the Daily Bugle website, Jameson does everything he can to sling mud at his greatest adversary, Spider-Man. What did he know of Spider-Man? He just came out and just was against them right away. What a jerk. Suited body, another suited body for you customizers, but I'll keep this JJ. You dudes who cast heads should sculpt the flat top on this and give us our Raimi J. Jonah Jameson. I'd buy that head. So get to it. Let's get a closer look at this dude. All right, here he is up close. Looking pretty good, man. This is a very good likeness. J.K. Simmons, actual bald gentleman in real life. So interesting that they went and just let him be his natural self. I guess to differentiate himself from the Raimiverse version that we all know and love. Honestly, I'm so lost. There's so many suited bodies now. I can't tell you if this is new or not. I don't care, honestly. Like, it's cool. It's J. Jonah Jameson's. It's going to stick as J. Jonah Jameson's in my collection. Wedding ring finger there on his fist and his splayed open hand. Nice detail. We'll go ahead and pop the head off. It's on a hinge. And suddenly, this pointed finger is in anger. Looks good. Teeth look a little weird. Top teeth. Maybe they didn't need to be seen on this sculpt, but it looks good. I did see an error, a paint error on mine, so you could see boot there painted, not painted there. So I got blue on both sides. It's just a completely unpainted part of the figure. Why are we not focusing? There we go. Not too bad of doesn't look too bad. I don't mind it either way. It's not the character I was looking forward to the most in this wave, but good enough. As we saw, his head is on a ball and hinge. Both heads will rotate the same orientation and way. Arms do go up to here. Bicep, double jointed elbows. All hands do have the same type of hinge. So we do get a waist swivel and an ab crunch that is, you know, if you crazy people go ahead and slice that open. See what's under there. Out that far. Double jointed knees, thigh cut. And you saw what type of hinge. Oh, just kind of bent going over the cuff there. But nice hinge and swivel. Pivot, all of that stuff. Oh, I lied about the hands. This does have a different hinge, so you can point down, you can point up. This is a good figure. Nice to see more civilians in a Spider-Man line and an MCU civilian. So we did get MJ, we did get a Ned would be nice, and I'd be cool with that. I don't think we need to get his teachers, JB Smoove, or what's his name from Silicon Valley, and all that stuff. But yeah, let's get a Peter Parker next to this dude. So here's a Peter Parker that he ratted on in the film. I wouldn't say ratted on, but turned the city of New York against him. And then the new one. So I wonder how much JJ will see in this new film. Very, very much looking forward to this new film. All right, on that note, all right, Gamerverse Miles Morales as seen in the most recent PS5 expansion, I guess is what we call it. It wasn't a full game, but it was lengthy, 4 or 5 hours, depending on your how much of a completionist you are. This figure is fantastic. This figure is jam-packed, ton of hands. Look at that. Crawling hands, fisted hands, unmasked head. What do we call that? Is his venom sting or his venom bite or something like that? But it's electricity, as you can see, and it is amazing. This figure feels very good. This feels like a high quality figure. The plastic feels different than everybody else I've handled so far in this wave. This dude is a must-have. I'd even go as far as say this could be your regular Miles, your comic Miles in your collection. Miles Morales. When a fierce power struggle threatens to destroy his new home, Miles Morales realizes that with great power, there must also be great responsibility. How cheesy. But this figure is not. This figure is fantastic. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna put all these hands on and take a closer look at Miles. Before I forget, the right leg of Armadillo does come with this figure. So you will need this Miles. You should buy this Miles regardless if you're building this dude or not. All right, Miles Morales. Dude, this figure, this is it. Why even continue the reviews? This is it. This is the best figure in this wave, hands down. Look at that, the sculpted detail. I do break the spider sculpt there by bending him. Pardon the train sounds. I waited forever and they just keep coming, so we're gonna keep going. You can see the texture detail there on his chest, and that texture detail does go throughout the figure. Look at his legs, his feet, his thighs. Everything amazing. What's interesting to me though is this piece is a separate piece. You could see, I don't know why. Maybe they're gonna use this body for something else or something, but it's just kind of weird. It looks like it wants to come off, and I'm curious and I want to pull it up, and then I don't. So with this off, we may as well get the unmasked head. Now this doesn't look too much like the Miles in the game, but it looks decent enough that it could be a Miles in your 616 collection. This is good. Again, I think this will be a definitive Miles Morales figure and can be. I don't know how different or how subtle the changes are that Insomniac did when designing this suit. So as we know, they went ahead and changed Peter Parker's suit. We have that white spider. Fortunately, I did forget that figure, but you know what? It doesn't hold a candle to this one. You know, that was a GameStop exclusive and was just a repaint. This is a all-new sculpt in a wave, and I think we need a redo of that Insomniac Games Peter Parker. So, back to this figure. Look at that. And again, when I tell you it feels good, like it bends good. Like the joints feel good. Everything feels good when bending. Butterflies feel good. And then just the texture itself makes it feel like a higher quality figure. It doesn't feel like any cheap plastic. This looks awesome. Again, as mentioned, he does have alternate hands, so he does come with the thwipping hands in package, but we'll throw these cool. Again, I think it's called Venom, just straight up Venom. He does have a different set of powers from Peter Parker, so these look good. Look at that. Throw them on Rhino. Having him zap the back of Rhino. This looks amazing. A nice yellow, nice translucent yellow too, with the lightning coming off. Man, that is good. And then he does come with fisted hands and wall crawling hands, which are probably going to be my favorite. Look at that. Those look good. And then the fisted hands. May as well get those on there as well. At least one. Looking good. And if you haven't played the PS5, PS4, actually Spider-Man games, which can run on your PS5, I highly recommend it. Insomniac Games knows how to make games. Their Ratchet & Clank games have always been amazing. Resistance and all that. No different No difference in quality there with Spider-Man and the Miles Morales expansion. Highly recommended, and also looking forward to the second Spider-Man game and their Wolverine game coming out in the next couple of years. We've got a long wait. It'll be worth it though. This figure though, it's on a ball as we saw. So it's like a double dumbbell. Boom, boom, boom. Look at the range we get, man. We get like some good tilting out of there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That is awesome. Butterfly joints. This far back, this far forward. Arm up to there. Bicep, double jointed elbows. Pinless, as you can see. Hinge on all the hands. Nice ab crunch, which does break, again, the sculpt of the sculpted spider on the back of the suit. That's all right, though. Which, as you can see, they thought ahead and painted all the way up into that hinge for some nice back. You could get a waist swivel. Look at these legs. Yes, that's the way a Spider-Man should be. That is fantastic. Forward this far, back that far. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. Amazing. Nice forward, nice back, and of course that pivot. Wow, this is the best figure in the wave. Calling it now. There's no way Morlun or Shriek is going to be like... Am I just being too cynical? I just don't think they'll top this figure. This is good. Those double jointed elbows, though, look how far they go. I don't want to stop playing with this guy. I do have a basic Spider-Man we could stand him next to, though. All right, again, don't mind the train, but these two look fantastic together. You can see one is a younger man and one is a man, so a Spider-Man. But yeah, I think this is going to be my Miles Morales. I can't think of what wave was it where Miles came out. This would be a little older Miles, a little taller, closer to adulthood. But I like it, man. I think these two look fantastic together, and it's so nice to see so much more Miles in other media. All right, I guess we'll move on. Morlun, let's go. All right, Morlun, here we go. There's the hands that were teased by Hasbro themselves. Figure looks good. It is a classy looking figure. Nice silvers, blues up there, pendant, whatever you call that. Slick back hair. Does come with an alternate head. Let me get a better look at that. There. So this dude comes with the right arm of Armadillo. And as for the back of the box, from the darkness, the vampire Morlun hunts Spider-Man in an effort to slay the superhero and feed on his powers. Quick thing Sean read, he's like a multiverse villain, tries to kill all the Spider-Man. That's about as much as I know. I have no more detail to offer you other than he is a cool looking figure and looks, I mean, I'm assuming he's a vampire, right? Similar to Morbius there, sucking characters through his hands. Let's take a closer look. All right, Morlun, who I don't know too much about, looking good. He's not even that old of a character. I think he's about 20 years old now. Look at that hair. Obviously hindering articulation there. This looks good. The silver looks kind of interesting. I like the way it looks, but it looks like I just went over with like one of those Gundam paint markers and did that myself. So, looks interesting. Another suited figure, to an extent, kind of. But these pants are definitely pants we've seen before, and these dress shoes as well. Again, Hasbro had teased us with this hand. A lot of people thought another Morbius figure. The most recent Morbius we got, I think, was this kind of Midnight Suns one. I brought this in case there was a relation. I don't think there's any relation. But there you go. Two vampires. Looking awesome. I do like this. This looks kind of like a sarcastic grin. He's laughing at you, taunting you. Crazy red eyes. Alternate head. Look at that. Showing his teeth. But you don't really see fangs sculpted in there. It's okay. He's showing you gum. It's a little weird. Very Hugo Weaving-esque hairline. Looking good. Again, you knew his head would be hindered looking up, but looking down, he's all right. Arms do go up to here. Double jointed elbows. Hands. Let's take these hands off and see. Does this... Yeah, this does come off. We're not getting a focus on there, but easy to put back on. No extra hands. So what you see is what you get. Okay, crunch there, hindered by this weird overlay. Legs do go out to here. You do get double jointed knees, thigh cut, and your pivot, hinge, swivel, all of that stuff. Not much for me to say about this dude. We can stand him next to Spidey. We can stand him next to Miles. I don't know how successful he was in his comics in his quest to kill different Spider-Man through the multiverse. But again, interesting choice for this wave. Right, he's obviously very crooked. Let's get him straight. There we go. I think he killed Peter Parker. Is that something we read? I think we read that. He killed Peter Parker. Cool. You can tell I'm not really that enthusiastic. I'm trying to be. I don't think this is a bad or shitty figure. I'm just, you know, after that Miles and the other selection in this wave, it is what it is. You know, you get who you get. And you need him for the Armadillo Build-A-Figure, so, which I'm looking forward to building. Let's move on. All right, Shriek. New female articulation there. We got double jointed elbows on a very slender female arm. Looking awesome. I don't know what else is different. Are these legs different? They're probably different, but you can see it's pinless. I think this whole body's new. This torso may not be new, but, you know, again, I don't know why these, Hasbro in particular, like Overwatch's skinny females had ab crunch with a slender waist like this. Where's our ab crunch? Marvel Shriek. Francis Louise Barrison, also known as Shriek, escapes from captivity and forms a twisted family with like-minded villains to terrorize Spider-Man. Cletus Cassidy, love interest, among others, I'm sure. Crazy, crazy person. You can see here, there's tentacles and stuff. I think there's a lot of art. Her costume is a little bit more revealing, but they went and played it safe with this action figure. And she looks good. I would prefer a hairdo like that. This seems a little weird, these bangs, and I mean, you can see the hard lines there separating the bangs from the rest of the hair. Looks all right. She does come with the torso and the shell of Armadillo, and this is a big boy, so you could see. All right, let's get a closer look at Shriek. All right, here she is, one eye whited out. Nice bright blue eye, or not bright, but you know, that is a very vibrant blue. Earrings painted, just a black and white figure. It is interesting given how vibrant the Doctor Strange and all the Spider-Man figures are in this wave. Hair is sculpted nice, again, just a black. I would have preferred a parted down the middle, but we got these bangs. Got nice clean lines on the figure there. Again, double jointed elbows so you can put her hands on her hips. Hey, cool little bracelet. Marvel Legends, classic female hands. This hand and this hand. But she does come with extra pair of hands. We can see here. 2 fisted hands and 2 grippy hands. Awesome. A lot of variety for this new female body. So you can see the double jointed knees. Looking good. It's awesome. Nice to see. See how many other females will get these double jointed elbows in the very near future. Anytime they make a little breakthrough like this, I feel like we got to go back and update everybody. This is how they keep us in their pockets. So be careful when swapping hands. This can come off, or maybe it can't. Yeah, it can. You know, but it is wedged on there. Pretty okay. This, I feel like we've seen this before. Where have we seen this? Let me know. Black Hat, somebody else? I don't know. Silver Sable, maybe? Looking decent. Again, hair. There's a lot of hindered hair here.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Thanks, Sean. Off camera. Sean, he gets producer credit on this video. There you go. Trying to be sneaky, but we all heard him. There you go. Double jointed elbows. Hands there. And this is the highlight. This is what everybody's going to gush over. And a bicep cut. Let's not forget that. Usually we don't even get that, but there we go again. I think we can do ab crunch. We're slowly graduating into more and more articulation. Legs out that far, this far. Double jointed knees again, I think I shared. Thigh cut. Forward, back. Pivot. Cool. Nice to see the female bodies evolving. Cool. Let's get some quick height comparisons with this figure. Spidey, Venom, and Carnage. Venom and Carnage can be seen on the big screen right now. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if Shriek's in the film, but these look awesome together. I wish she had a peg in the back and maybe some tentacles similar to that. Maybe those aren't her tentacles. I don't know. Again, I'm not too familiar with this character, but moving Carnage out of here and bringing another Eddie Brock, just to compare heights and to show off this awesome head sculpt. I think this was a May Shelf head sculpt painted by an old coworker of mine. Awesome. One more. All right. Final figure before we go ahead and build Armadillo. This figure did not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. This is Spider-Man. Spider-Man gears up in his integrated suit to bravely confront a new threat. You can see my boxes have been thrashed. I don't understand. The box it came in was fine. It's almost as if Entertainment Earth like just gave me shitty boxes and then sealed the box. So calling that out, they're not a sponsor of mine. So, and I had shitty customer service experience with them recently. So, got to question where I'm buying my legends from. Thwipping hands though. This is the only accessories to come with this Spider-Man figure. This is a bright, vibrant figure. I love this design. It looks like he's using some of his Stark Tech over his Far From Home suit. So it looks like this with some nanotech on top of it. And it looks awesome. I love the colors on this figure. Let's get a closer look of this dude. All right, new Spider-Man. Fantastic. No hinge. Look at that tilt on there. Amazing. This also feels good. I think it's just a texture. So he's textured all the way through, similar to the Miles figure. I do have some weird little dent there on the thigh, but you could see there's just texture everywhere. His butt, his back, nice golden spider there. Again, this is just a theory that this is his regular suit merged with the Stark suit. But this looks fantastic. Nice bright colors, fisted hands on this one. Again, he does come with whipping hands. But man, this gold, this red, and this isn't even black. This is like just a dark gray, but it's probably meant to be black. But it looks awesome. You can see the texture detail there on the head. Fantastic. Again, this head is on. Oh, this isn't coming off. We're going to leave that on. But you can see his neck is all separating, similar to that Miles. But it sits flush there. I didn't even know that was there until I started trying to pull his head off. But it looks good. Nice butterfly joints there. That much movement. Arms do go up to there. You do get your bicep cut. You do get your double jointed pinless elbows, which bend nicely. All hands bend the same. Nice ab crunch. Oh, there we go. And back. Some paint detail. That unintended detail that's there. Same thing as a blah, excuse me. A lot of nicks and dings on this figure. Waist swivel. Nice. Legs out to there, forward, back. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. Again, also pinless. This figure is awesome. So that black and gold suit looks like it's a repaint, kind of. I mean, it isn't because of the texture, but the arms and the legs may be. I don't know, but there's pins on it, so it's not that new. This is good. Again, look at that range of this double dumbbell. Fantastic. Standing him again next to in a vanilla pose. His Far From Home counterpart. Get his black and gold here. Awesome. All right, let's build a figure. Really quick, I did manage to pop the head out. And this is the Tony Stark Spider-Man 2-pack. That was released a couple years ago, and it looks pretty good. Again, this isn't too Tom Holland-ish, but it looks decent enough. Awesome. All right, now let's build. All right, here we go. Let's get the legs on first. Can never do it on camera, can we? There we go. There we go. This looks like another big boy. Man, this is a great year for Build-A-Figures. Oh, I'm gonna have to put them way back here. Nice. All right. I think these arms should go on first before we get the shell on. Awesome. Awesome. Then we get this. You can see hole in the back, peg. Easy, just drapes over his shoulders. Plug in nicely. And now the head, which looks fantastic. Doing that off camera, popping it on. Quick posing of the arms, making sure everything bends nicely. Dude, this is good. Imagine one so articulated he can go roll up into a ball. But this is who we got. And this is another fantastic Build-A-Figure from Hasbro. Holy cow, this dude is awesome. Man. That is rad. So again, he is a Captain America villain. He is, I think he's a Mexican character. So it's nice to have another Latin character. Wish Hasbro would go ahead and make us a Robbie Reyes, another Mexican from Los Angeles. And I don't know who else off the top of my head is a Mexican character or a Latin character. But this is a fantastic one nonetheless. Again, Captain America villain, Spider-Man wave, why not? Who cares? I don't know when the next time we'll see a Captain America wave. So just give us who you want, Hasbro, because you guys have not been blowing it when it comes to Build-A-Figures. This dude is nice. Look at that. Nice detail. Nice, again, for somebody, he's brown, but yet still vibrant. So see, the colors are darker up here and it is fade. So just a nice gradient. It's awesome. This is good. Hands look nice. What trips me out is the hinge. Look, we got like 2 different textures on there, 2 different sculpted detail, but it's still part of the joint and bends nicely. No rubbing, nothing. That is cool. Nice engineering. Nice little ab section there. There's his head again. Looking awesome. Let's get him next to some characters. All right, here he is with Captain America, looking fantastic. Nice to get some more Cap villains. I feel like we're a little lacking, but whatever, you know. This Cap, oh man. There's certain figures they need to constantly release every few years, or just, you know, just a slow shipment to like online retailers, turn them into fan channel. Like this Captain America needs to be reissued. The Spider-Man already needs to be reissued. He's going crazy numbers in the aftermarket. Same with Thor and same with the 80th Iron Man. I actually think the 80th Iron Man is available right now in Big Bad Toy Store at a premium cost, so like $30-something, but these do look great together. Let me get another character in here. All right, and here he is next to Rhino. I think these two have fought a couple times with Rhino winning. Let me know in the comments. Again, my comic knowledge is iffy at best and just kind of faded and foggy and whatnot, but fantastic Build-A-Figures this year. I mean, Ursa Major, Watcher, you know, some will come to my mind. You know who. There's a lot of good stuff. Zemu, that was pretty good. This dude, another fantastic figure. Looking forward to more Build-A-Figures in the coming year. But yeah, let's get a group shot. All right, that's it. Another Marvel Legends wave down. I don't know when I'm going to get around to Eternals, so this may be it for now. There's so much Marvel Legends. I can't think of another time when 4 waves dropped at once on top of a deluxe Hydra Stomper, a deluxe Crow from the Eternals, 3 retro figures, 4 Webman, Tigra, Spidey 2099, and Hercules, and Sandman. Jesus Christ. This is it. Marvel Legends, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Thank you for watching. Please check out my Instagram for pics. Please like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all of that stuff. I'm going to keep grinding. Hopefully you guys start watching, and that'd be nice. I'll see you again.